Hey bears, welcome to my channel. My name is Kayla June, Kale Barb, on social media. So, happy Mental Health Monday. This video is going to be my time in Disney World and my panic attack in Disney World. The story is actually very personal, as per all my videos. But this one is kind of like the reason why. And mind you, it's very rare that I get panic attacks. I used to get them all the time for the littlest things, and now it's kind of like not happened so much. But my last Disney trip, which was I believe in January of this year, and it was absolutely unbearable. I don't even think Vincent has ever seen me that way or get that way before. So I kind of wanted to talk about it because I know panic attacks for a lot of my subscribers is a thing, and I need to clean this table. But anywho, I know panic attacks is a real thing, and from experience I used to have them all the time. They could be very small. They could be, I have like gloss in my lip right there. They could be massive. This one was probably one of the biggest panic attacks I've ever had in probably the last 10 years or more. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. This is my like sweater. So if you see me wearing this a lot in future videos, it's been hot and cold and it's so warm and snuggly, and it's from Target. But before I get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you aren't already subscribed, I still haven't hit 1.1. I'm missing that one. Darn you, subscriber that left. Just kidding. I talked about that in my last video, so anyone who watched my last video knows what I'm even talking about. So yeah, also follow all my social media handles if you don't already. I am at KaleBarb for beauty and skincare and all that fun jazzy stuff. My mental health page is at bear_selfcare for all mental health related content and fun. And I just posted an April mood tracker, so if you are interested in that, I have like a blank template. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce things. I also do one with you, so I have one, and I created one for, I'm a terrible drawer, artiste in that area, but I hope you like it. Also, if you like pit bulls, I have thousands of Instagram accounts. Freya has one. She's my puppy. She's 6 months old. She's a pit bull mix, and she's at Pitbull Freya. And I have two more. One is Instagram and one is TikTok. So for my last business account, skincare, candles, the entire witchy aesthetic, very holistic, has not come out yet. Nothing has come out yet, but I plan to release this summer, so fingers crossed. I have made a lot of things so far. I have to work on my next little category. I can't stop making candles for the life of me. They're so awesome. But that is at JuneMoon_apothecary. June Moon Apothecary. Me. And my TikTok is, I'll put it over here, is at CJBMUA. I don't know why I never named it Kale Barb. I really don't. I don't know what I was thinking, because I'm Kale Barb on everything else, but that's beside the point. I have Twitter too, but you know, I link everything down below. I have a lot of social media, that's why I can't do everything. Okay, let's get started. So, I went to Disney World this past January, and I go every year with my family. For some reason, okay, I don't even know where to start. Like, I don't know where to start from the beginning. Okay, so if you saw, let me go start here. If you saw one of my, I think it was my Married with Depression video, I discussed that I was once upon a time in a relationship that was very sexually abusive. Well, it was. And I say very as in it happened one time and then that was it, but that's beside the point. It still happened. Anywho, I was very young, and this person obviously is no longer in my life. He was many years older than I am, or was at the time. Well, he is older than me still. Anyway, do you see when I talk about these things, I get so nervous. But anywho, so that happened many years ago. Many years ago. I try and throw that as far. That is probably the most traumatizing moment of my life, and probably the like one memory I will never ever forget, no matter how far I push it back in my brain, in my life. And my husband, thankfully, is not the type of person that's just like, because I know a lot of people, I've dealt with a lot of people, the very few that actually do know the story, details, whatever, half of them have probably thought to themselves or have said to me, I was being dramatic, okay? I'm not even gonna, I want to tell you the one person that should not have said that and said that to me. But anywho, ooh, let's take a sippy sip out of our cuppy cups for every time I say like, and anywho. So anywho, so that happened years ago, and something like that you can't escape from, I guess. Many of you who are watching this, who may watch this eventually, might think to yourself, yeah, you can get over it, you can move on. I have moved on. I have put that in a tiny box and thrown it deep into the darkness of where I don't want to remember things, but it creeps every once in a while, okay? With that being said, so our Disney trip is usually like 5 days, and I have the best time. I'm with my family. It's a big group of us. I have nieces, I have a nephew, and they have so much fun. We have so much fun. I love Disney. I'm a huge Disney fanatic. The amounts of people give me anxiety. The crowds give me anxiety, but it does not, to the point where it's just like, okay, it's a lot of people. And I say to Vincent all the time, I'm just like, oh, it's a lot of people. And thank goodness, again, for him, where he understands. He's just like, you're okay. We're fine. Don't worry about it. And I've never have been stressed out like this on a Disney trip. So Vincent and I were together, but we weren't with our family. This is late at night. We went to a bar. I don't even know what to call it. There's a bar. There's like food, I think. I don't know. Whatever. Later at night. It was probably at like 10-ish. I think it was the day before we left to come home. And we're having fun. It's just like Vincent and I, and you know, we're having a few drinks, listening to live music. They're taking requests. I'm just like, oh my god, this is so much fun. Like, I love live music. I love spending time with him. This place is so cool. I've never been here before. A few like minutes go by, and I see this person. I see this man that looks very similar to the man from my past. So probably for the first 15 to 20 minutes after me seeing this person, I refrain from making it noticeable that I am bothered to my husband, who is very protective, very like knows if I like look a certain way, if my eyes flinch or meet a certain way, he just knows instantly there's something wrong. So I'm trying to like focus on him, focus on the music, focus on my drink, and just like block out everything. So this becomes extremely hard for me because this is me and the guy's right over there. Vincent's right here. And I can see him, no matter me not directly looking at him, I can see him from like my side, right? Fluffy. This is a comforting sweater for me, so when I wear this I feel a lot more at ease. But anyway, so I'm like, you know what, I'm thinking to myself, Kayla, you're just being paranoid. There's no way I have not seen, talked to this person. Let me add though to why I was so paranoid, not solely on just the fact that he resembled the person. He's originally from Florida. His family, half of his family lives in Florida. He used to live in Florida. his entire life, and half of his family lives in PA. So I'm thinking to myself, and mind you, me and his sister and I are still, like, we talk once in a while. She's a few years younger than me. She always looked up to me. She's super sweet. She's a great person. And I'm just like, and Vincent knows that we're friends, that we talk every once in a while. And I'm sitting here and I'm just like, there's no way out of all the places you could have a drink. There's a few places you can have a drink in Disney. Disney World can be for adults too, sometimes. And this person ended up here. There's no way. This is what I'm thinking to myself. And I haven't even brought it to Vincent's attention yet. So this is all like going through my brain right now. And I'm just like, okay, there's no way he's here. It could just be a coincidence that they resemble each other. What are the odds of him coming to this place? What if he notices me? I know I'm a lot older, but my face hasn't changed since I was young. Like, if you saw a picture of me, like, maybe I'll post a photo of me when I was really young, and like at that time when everything happened versus now, my face hasn't really changed. I just look mature now. So this is what's going on in my head. Finally, my genius of a husband goes, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Nothing's wrong." And he's like, "I can tell something's wrong. Can you please tell me?" So he keeps on insisting. We cannot, like, we have to tell each other everything. Even if things that hurt, even if it's gonna make us angry or sad, we tell each other, because that's just what we do in our relationship. We're very honest and open. And I like that because there's nothing to hide between us. So I'm just like, okay. So I told him, and he said, "Which guy?" And I was like, "That one over there with the..." And I remember what he was wearing. Like, I can think in my head right now what he was wearing. And he had the same, like, he had the face of the person, and he had like jeans and a white button up. Like, I remember, I think it was white. Yeah, I think it was a white button up. It looked like he just got done working, but not working. I don't know, he was in jeans. I do remember that. And he's like, "Okay, well, if it is him, you're safe, you're fine, I'm here. And if it isn't, then it isn't." I'm like, okay. So everything passes, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm probably just being paranoid. It can't be him. I start catching this person looking in my direction a lot. It's not just like a glance like, "Oh, she's pretty. She's pretty girl." No. No. This was like, I'm drinking out of my beer and I'm directly staring into your soul, is what it felt like. And that's when I started really feeling like, it has to be him. It has to be him. And Vincent goes, you know, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "No, he's staring at me." Like, he is staring at me. And Vincent's very, like, can do something and look at somebody or look at something and you won't even know that he's paying, because he's so in his own mind sometimes. And he's very observant though. Like, he can scan a room and just know things. But anyway, so he's like, "Oh, I know. I saw him already probably look at you 5 times. I know, I see it." I'm like, "What do I do?" He's just like, "Do you want to go home? Like, do you want to go back to the hotel?" And I'm like, "No, I want to stay here. It's our last night. I want to enjoy." Mind you, I start getting hot. Florida's hot. But we go in January, December, January. It's still chilly at night. I start sweating. I don't really sweat. I sweat, but I don't sweat. Like, I sweat in 90-degree weather. I don't sweat in Florida 50s weather. No, I start like profusely sweating that I had to take my hoodie off, my jacket. I'm like, I get cold very easily. That's another thing. So I'm like sweating. He's like, "Why don't you go?" He's like, "Go to the bathroom." He's like, "Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go to the bathroom? What do you want to do?" He's like, "I'm going to go to the bathroom." And I turn around, I'm just like, make sure. He's like, "He is not going to follow you." So, mind you, I didn't find this out till later. I have a very tiny bladder, especially when I have like a drink or two, and I keep going to the bathroom. At one point, this guy goes to the bathroom after I go to the bathroom. And Vincent kind of went, like, to follow. But he also didn't want me to come back and him not be there. So he went to make sure that this guy went in the bathroom, and he did. And my husband was outside in the hallway of the bathroom when I came out. When he passed by, this guy passed by again, he looked directly at me. And some of you may think I'm just paranoid. Some of you may be like, Kayla, he probably just thought you were pretty. End of story. But the amount of times this guy kept staring at me, I don't know. It was creepy. I was obviously with a man. I obviously had my wedding ring. I don't have it on right now. But I had my wedding ring. And it's just like, it was very, very, very traumatizing for me because I just felt so uncomfortable. But I didn't want it to ruin my night. I did not. Like, when we're in Disney, Vince and I like to have at least like 1 or 2 like nights by ourselves and like have dinner or go have a few drinks and like just have fun, talk and laugh and listen to music, and that's what we always do. And this was one of those nights, and I didn't want to ruin that. And me thinking of, oh, this could be this, you know, that guy, it could be that guy. And at the same time, mind you, let me add, I texted his sister to make sure that it wasn't him. She did not know, however. She said that he wasn't in Florida. There's no way he could be in Florida, but she wasn't 100% sure because they don't really talk anyway, like at all. Like, she hates her brother. And I was like, are you positive? Like, I don't know if you should text your mom. Like, does your mom talk to him? Like, no one talks to him. This guy is like, no one talks to him. No one really knows where he is. Apparently, I don't know. They either know he's in Florida or knows he's in PA, but his sister did not know if he was in Florida or if he was in PA. So I was that, I wouldn't, if that reassurance was, he is 100%, that was Freya yawning, he is 100% in PA, I would have been fine. I would have been like, okay, I'm just being nutty. But no. I also texted my best friend Chris because I didn't know what to do, and then this was before I told Vincent, because I was just like, I'm having like serious issues, like I don't know. I didn't want to tell Vincent right away because I know how Vincent can be if I'm uncomfortable, if I don't feel safe, and I know he's very overprotective and he'll do anything to protect me. But at the same time, like, I didn't want to make him angry because he does know what happened. And my best friend was just like, tell him, you know, don't get angry, don't show that you're angry. Oh my gosh, don't show that you're angry, just please do this for me. And I did. And my best friend, who's a guy, I guess knows how guys think, and that's how it went. But I still to this day don't know if it was him or not, and it bothers me. But I'm just grateful that I wasn't alone, or I wasn't just with like my sister-in-laws or like just the girls, and I was with my husband, and I knew I was safe in a way. If God forbid it was him and anything happened, that I'd be fine. But I don't like having panic attacks in Disney World. It's not fun. Yeah, and it's been well over 10 years since everything. So, but anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really do. I like being obviously honest with you guys. My videos are super long because I ramble and I tell stories and whatnot. But I hear Freya rumbling over here because she was just taking a nap. She now is in my area. I created this little area space in my room for her when I film. But if any of you suffer from panic attacks, let me know. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about this video. I'm so sorry that my videos are always so long. I try not to have them so long, but they always are. But I love you bears so much. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you guys are staying safe and well and healthy. Frey and I are gonna go make cheesesteak egg rolls and wait for Daddy to come home. But I love you. Stay safe, please. Social distancing, self-quarantine. Check out my bear_self-care. There's one of the Twitter threads have like quarantine ideas. I find it very helpful. It's things that I have been doing, so maybe it'll be beneficial for you too. I don't know, this stuff is just crazy, but have a clear head. Things will get better. Stay positive. Take care of yourself and your family. Go cuddle with your dogs. I'm about to, because sounds like she's puffing and puffing over there. She's so sassy. But I will see you in the next one.